Hey guys, it's Tasha back here again with another video. Today's video is of a flat twist out. I don't do this style very often because I have not really perfected this yet, but we're going to go ahead and give it a shot today. I am starting on freshly washed hair because as you can see, I've already done 2 rows in the back, and now I'm going to show you guys how I actually 2-strand twist with the front pieces here. So as you'll see throughout the video, I do not use a comb to part when I flat twist my hair, just because I feel like the parting makes it so harsh and it's that much harder to cover up my parts after I'm done untwisting my hair. As you can see, I'm using my beloved Mayo Organics Twist and Souffle. Make sure that you thoroughly coat your strands, especially the ends. When I do this style, I make sure my hair is thoroughly detangled, so I make sure to use my detangling brush first just to make sure I get out any knots that are larger, and then I moisturize after I add some water, and then I use my Denman to really work through the water and the product to really smooth my hair. The key to a good flat twist out is to make sure your hair is very smooth so that the curl definition is uniform throughout the entire set. Alright, so to start, and I will get some better angles for you guys, sorry. You want to take a section of the hair at the very top and split it into 2 as if you were 2-strand twisting your hair, and you want to 2-strand twist it over just a couple times, and then after that you want to start flat twisting. And as you can see, the way you do that is just to twist your hair, and as you're twisting your hair, grab some hair from the bottom. So just like you would if you were corn rolling your hair with attaching the hair, every time you go under, you do the same thing when you flat twist. So you'll have your 2 strands of hair. The strand that's on the bottom is what's gonna grab the hair from the scalp, and then you pull that piece of hair back over on top. And then once the piece that was on the top is now on the bottom, you just grab more hair from the bottom and bring it back to the top. So it is just a under over movement the entire time. Under, over. Under, you're grabbing your hair. Over, you're bringing it back. So you only want to grab from that strand that's under the hair. After that, you would just 2-strand twist as you normally would. I find that my hair gets tangled a little bit after doing the flat twist part, so I always detangle my ends again just to be sure, again, everything is smooth and tangle free. Of course, if you like to, once you get to the end, you can put rods on the end if you would like. I just left mine alone, and then of course reapply product as needed if you feel like your hair is getting a little bit dry towards the ends. Alright, so here's that again. Thoroughly detangling first with my detangling brush. Then I go back in with my Denman to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Product, water, everything is really worked into the hair before I begin twisting. And then you take your 2 strands of hair to start with. You begin twisting. And then again, it's your under over movement that you're doing. So you have your 2 strands of hair. The strand that's always under, closer to your scalp, is what's gonna grab your hair. So under, grabbing hair, over, knot. Under, you're gonna grab some hair, bring it back on top. Grabbing hair, bringing it back on top. So very, very similar to corn rolling your hair, you're just, instead of grabbing hair from both sides, when you corn roll with this, you're only grabbing hair from under, since you're only using 2 strands of hair. I love my Denman brush for smoothing down my ends. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get to the other side, and then I'll show you guys one more time how to do it. Alright, so thoroughly detangle, that is key. Make sure that your hair is nice and detangled and smooth. Start with 2 strands of hair, 2 strand, twist that a couple times, and then you begin grabbing the hair from under. So you grab under, go over. Under, over. You want to be very careful because it's very easy to grab extra strands of hair or for things to kind of get tangled when you're doing that under over action. So just kind of use your index finger to really kind of create a bit of a part when you're going under to grab the hair to bring over. And this style is really trial and error. You just have to keep trying it and doing it until you get it right. I've done it many times and I still don't have it 100%. So don't give up if you don't get it right the first time. All right, and then that is all the twists set and time for bed. Now it's the next morning. Everything is all dry. Please make sure your hair is 100% dry before you begin the takedown process. I'm using a little bit of almond oil on my hands just to decrease the frizz a bit. I find that with my 2-strand twist, my hair gets more frizzy than it does when I'm just doing 2-strand twist versus a flat twist out. So I try to minimize the frizz as much as I can because it can make some very big hair. Now, if big hair is what you're going for, let the frizz take over. But that is not what I wanted to go for because I needed this to last me a few days. So just be careful as you're taking it down because that piece that you grabbed and brought over every time is the piece that can sometimes start the frizz process because it's trying to pull away from the other pieces of hair. So that's why you see me every time I undo the twist, I twirl it around my finger to try to get that formation back again and again to try to decrease the frizz as much as I can. So you just continue this process until you are completely done. Please make sure you allocate enough time because this is not as quick as a takedown as 2-strand twist. So just make sure for your flat twist out, you give yourself plenty of time to take down before you have to be at whatever destination you're going. All right, so here are the finished results for me. I use my pick to help cover the parts a bit more and do a little more fluffing, but you'll see that since I did not use any harsh parting, I don't have a ton of parts to try to cover just to help get everything on the same level as far as fluff, because sometimes When it's closer to your scalp, you don't get as much body and movement, so you just want to fluff the hair up so that it's as fluffy as your ends. And I'm not feeling it. But as I said, I am not a pro at flat twisting. For some reason, these just do not come out as great as I want them to. I still like the look, but it's definitely bigger hair than I'm used to at times. And it definitely does not give me multiple day hair like I like to. But I have hoped you guys have enjoyed, and this has helped you figure out how to two-strand twist your hair. If you have any questions, please leave those down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.